Hi guys, Andy here. I am still alive. I just looked up how long it's been since I last did a device review. January 1st, I believe, I uploaded my Yottaphone 2 review. That's like, what, 4.5 months ago. Wow, I didn't realise it was so long. My apologies. I've been quite busy, and also I've not really had the accessibility to devices either. But my good friends at clove.co.uk have come through for me, and I've just been and picked up from the post office the Galaxy S6. So it's not the Edge version, it's the regular, well, I think it is. I haven't opened it just yet, but I think it would say on the outside if it was. But this is the 32GB black sapphire. So I'll shut up and get on with unboxing.
Okay, so as I said, 32 gig black sapphire. It does come in 64 and 128 gig variants. 32 is fine for me for review purposes. As you can see, it's actually sealed. So I thought, this is a review unit, I think, but it looks like it maybe hasn't been used by anyone else yet. So there it is. As we can see, it is the regular version, not the Edge. Straight away, I feel the camera sticks out. Wow, that's quite a protrusion on the back. I have heard, and I'm sure you probably have as well, a lot of good things about the camera. So I'm quite looking forward to giving that a bit of a test run. I like the colour there. Is that a kind of a bluey or a? Well, no, it said it's sapphire black, isn't it? But maybe it's just the reflections of the colours. Yeah, I guess so. Even the white screen to me looks a bit blue. Anyway, so we go SMG920F, 32 gig. Let's pop that aside for 1 second while we just check what else is in the box. So there's going to be the warranty and such, I would assume. Warranty card. A user manual. Shows us how to put the SIM in. Okay, fine. We'll assume that we don't need that and come back to it if we do. If I can get the flaming thing back in. There we come up. There we go. All the usual bits. So there's our click together charger with the cable, micro USB cable, and the Samsung earbuds. I have to be honest, I don't tend to bother using new earbuds that come with phones. I can't imagine that they're particularly. I see that's supposed to be like that. I don't think it was. So maybe it is a review unit. Okay, let's pop that aside. Let's see if we've got a bit of. Well, let's have a look around the. Oh, smearing that up already. So, first thoughts. Feels good. Feels light, but also quite solid. If I give it a bit of a squeeze, you don't really get any creaking or groaning. I even try bit of a bend. That feels very solid. The design does make me think iPhone a little bit. I suppose also to an extent Xperia, the sort of rounded edges, slightly. Actually, no, that one's so slightly flattened off, but kind of rounded. I don't know if you can see that on the video. Power button obviously there on the right hand side with the SIM. I didn't notice, but I assume there's a SIM ejector tool somewhere in the box. I mean, I have one anyway, so I shan't worry. Speaker, charge point, and headphone jack on the bottom. Obviously the volume rocker, although they're two separate buttons. Buttons feel pretty good, nice solid sound and feel as you press them. As I've mentioned, the camera obviously does protrude a fair bit. I know some people really worry then about when they're going to put their phone down that the camera is the one thing that's touching the back. For me, it's that actually that's quite stable. That's pretty good actually, because I do like to type on a device when it's on a surface quite often. Right, let's go and see if there's any juice. There it is. And while it boots up, I'll try and take you through a few of the specifications. So it's 138 grams, fairly normal for a device of this kind of size. The screen itself is a 5.1 inch screen, corner to corner, with a 70%. Oh, that was quick. 70% screen to body ratio roughly. The screen itself is 2560 by 1440, which is 577 pixels per inch. I don't entirely know why they think that's necessary. Do you? You know, I remember them when Apple went with the Retina display, which was classified really by them as anything at 300 pixels per inch above. A lot of people said the human eye can't really see that. Why are you worried? And we're close to 600. We've almost doubled that. It's all behind Corning Gorilla Glass 4. TouchWiz UI, obviously, and it is running Android 5.0.2. Obviously, it's Lollipop. The big difference for the S6 compared to the other, well, European variants at least, of the Galaxy S range, this is now on the Exynos 7420 processor, or chipset at least, sorry. All the previous ones would be Snapdragon. Samsung have gone out and they're just using their own chips across the whole range. This is a quad-core 1.5 GHz Cortex A53 or a quad-core 2.1 GHz Cortex A57. I'll have to look into exactly which one this device is. I think it's the 2.1, but I couldn't be sure. I'll check. There isn't a SIM card slot, as we've kind of seen as we're going around. There's just that SIM ejector for the SIM. The GPU I didn't mention is the Mali T760 MP8, if that means anything to you. The camera on the back is 16 megapixels, so it goes, almost 3,000 by 5,300, pretty much. I've heard a lot of very good things. Did it tell us what the front facing is? 5 megapixels, sorry, on the front. Plenty enough for selfies. So what we'll do, hopefully, press the insert SIM. I'll go through, set it all up, and then I'll come back to you. So I'm just going to try the old tap and go. So I had to. Why is the keyboard still there? Look. Whoop. I tapped and go, but I had to then basically lock and unlock the other device to enable this one to carry on. Let's just see. No. Yep, that's correct. Couldn't restore from backup. Never mind. So I'm going to add a fingerprint. Disclaimer. In order for fingerprint... Whatevs. Place finger on home key. Lift it off, then repeat. Move finger upwards and downwards slightly between... Okay, so it wants you to... So it looks like it's trying to map kind of the whole of my thumb. Place tip of the same thing on the home key, then lift it off. If adding thumbprint referred to guide image. Okay. Oh, continue. I'm trying to do the tip like you told me, you basket. Right, so apparently it's happy with that. Fingerprint lock enabled. Setup easy mode. No. Okay, Google. Will it rain tomorrow? Oh, bugger. So now it's getting content from the old device. Let me see. Also, yeah, that's a bit. There we go. You can see a bit better what's going on. Oh, back up your photos to OneDrive. Get 100 gig of free storage. Sounds nice. Smart switch. So I guess so. Oh, so you can. It does give you the option there of from an iOS device. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not really sure I want to be doing all this knackers. Can we skip it? There we go. 22 updates pending. Okie dokie, so we're done. Actually, we'll have a quick look. This is what comes pre-installed. Microsoft apps are on there. So I've just signed in. I've got my extra 100 gig. I'm up to 130 gig now for the next 2 years on OneDrive. Obviously, all the Google apps you might expect. There doesn't look to be. I've got S Health, S Planner. Doesn't look to be a huge amount. My Galaxy, a huge amount of bloat that we come to expect from Samsung in many ways, maybe unfairly. So let's. Okay. Extended my free trial of music. Let's go into music again. So I was going to be a bit of. Oh, JK's gone. Let's. Is he somewhere down here? I'm not even sure what this track is. Alright, okay. Okay, so it's a reasonable speaker. It's not massively loud, I wouldn't say. Let's take a look as well. Yeah, whatever. So that was very quick. I like the nice fast shutter response. Take a quick look. I mean, it's not the best scenario to be. That looks pretty. Look at all the dust on my poor Android's head. You got hairs there. What's that? Wow. So I mean, you can see the detail very well. You see all the dust on his head that I hadn't really noticed until just now. Obviously, I'm going to be taking more intensive pictures than that. But even there, you can see the photo very clear. So it's a good looking screen. Speaker reasonable. Oops. Using mode. Okay. To open up to split view, tap on boot tile at the top. I don't see it at the top. It's behind. Oh, there it is. So we can have YouTube on split screen. Do I get to choose an app to have on the bottom? Do I? Okay, and I can. So that's kind of handy. You can operate YouTube. You can start a video up. Meanwhile, we're looking at our. Can we? Yeah, we can change the size of that. So, I mean, some people think it's gimmicky, but actually I think that's quite handy, really. How did we... There we go. So, and then we can close that. Yep. So, let's just... obviously, I've tried a couple of times now already. I don't know if it locks instantly using the power button, perhaps. The thumb... So, it scanned my thumb a few times. Seemed pretty good. What I did notice, I'm going to lay it down on the surface, turn it on. And if you could hear the two double vibration, because I'm trying to scan in the edge of my thumb. Did that one? No. Yeah, so if I get it more flat. So it has obviously scanned kind of the center area of my thumb, not the edges. Which is fine, if I'm holding it like so. It's generally, there we go. That seems pretty good. It's much better to having to swipe and all that malarkey. I actually quite like that. That's the kind of thing that tempts me to. Oh, too much sideways, I think. Then I quite like the turning off effect as well. Isn't it? inward out type thing. Oh, all right. So you do have to make sure you get it pretty flat, your thumb pretty flat. Is there anything else we want to test while I'm here? I mean, I maybe should have installed a benchmarker real quick, but what the hell. It does seem very slick, smooth. I wouldn't suggest that I noticed lag at any points. That seems quite smooth. What's going on there? And if we come back out, that's pretty quick and smooth. App switcher. Back to the camera. So you have to think, actually, the Xenos CPU, now we're up and running and it's done its installs and updates, and I think that okay Google, I guess I've already tested that really, there's no point asking about the rain. So first impressions, I like the design. I do like, as you might remember, kind of slabber phone. So it is actually, although there's the big lump for the camera, it is actually a nice sort of flat. I think it feels good in the hand. It feels solid, but pretty light generally. The screen, nice and vibrant. The camera we're yet to sort of really test, but I've heard so many great things about it. I almost imagine, I think I've still got the protective, I've got the protective cover there. I must remember to take off before I do some more testing. And I guess that label I should really take off. The fingerprint sensor seems to work well. I'm quite looking forward to using this for the next, week or so. I'm hoping it lasts until I get my Nexus 6 back. Look at that. That's the second time I've broken a screen in the last 2 years. That's being sent off to Motorola. £110, not too bad. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked. So, there we go. The Galaxy S6 unboxed. Look out, buddy. And obviously, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be doing a variety of different videos. I'll try and do some camera tests, definitely some video tests. They're relatively easy, of course, and maybe a couple of comparisons with other things. But and then in a week or two, I'll get my review done. Drop comments or questions below if you have anything specific. I'll do my best to remember to answer them in the actual review. Okie dokie. My name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.